Hello and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I am your host for today. My name is Betty Johnson. Today is Monday, October 1st already. We thank you for tuning us in. Of course, we can be found 6 days a week on Charter Channel 8. And we're also out there on the internet. You can find us at blip.tv and also on Facebook. And if you do a Google search, you'll find us as well. We're on Facebook, and you'll receive a direct link to the new show on your Facebook page. And as always, the Owatonna Today Show welcomes your comments about the show and ideas for any topics and guests you may have. And you can contact the Owatonna Today Show via email at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by calling Leanne Alt, the show's producer, at 390-5751. We have a great lineup of guests for our show today that you'll enjoy. It is October, coming up is Fire Prevention Week, and we're going to be talking with Mike Johnson, Shawn Pfieffer, and Al Huff from the Owatonna Fire Department. And we'll do that right after this break to hear from some of our fine supporters. So stay with us.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hi, this is Laura Ressler greeting you from the Steele County Historical Society's History Center, where we're honoring the past and looking towards the future. We're proud to be a sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Sandy Hardy-Hagan, and I play Jerry Neal.
And I'm Vedette Ostermeier, and I play Bernadette in LTO's current production of The Dixie Swim Club, directed by Larry Ostermeier.
Performances of the Dixie Swim Club will be held Friday and Saturday, October 5th and 6th at 7:30 p.m., with the matinee on Sunday, October 7th at 2 p.m.
And again the following Thursday through Saturday, October 11th, 12th, and 13th at 7:30 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764.
Don't miss LTO's production of The Dixie Swim Club.
We are back, and our guests are from the Owatonna Fire Department, and we're first going to talk with Mike Johnson. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
And we're so glad you could stop by and tell us. First of all, let's talk about fire prevention, because I know you go into the schools and do it with the kids, but adults need some reminders too.
Well, this is an important week for the fire departments throughout the country. October 7th through the 14th is Fire Prevention Week, and this gives us an opportunity to go through and just focus on fighting fires before they happen. And we have a great fire department, and we're lucky we have employers that release our firefighters to go fight fires, but we prefer to fight fires before they happen.
Exactly.
And this year we have a theme, and it's practice 2 ways out, and we want people to practice escape plans during Fire Prevention Week, and we have some other things that are there. But it's very important for families to go through and sit down and develop an exit plan, talk with their family, and pretty much even if you don't have a family, think about if you had a fire where you live or where you work, you need to know 2 ways out in case one way is trapped by smoke or flames. And if you do that, you're increasing your chances of surviving if you have a fire in your home.
Well, schools and businesses have fire drills. It just makes sense you do it at home.
Yeah, and if you do those things, and there's a number of other things that you can do, and I'd like to have people go through and come to our open house, and one of the things that we do for fire prevention is we provide a lot of materials on our website, and that's the City of Owatonna website.
Good idea.
And there's a fire department page that's there, but one very important thing that people can get is we have a home fire inspection checklist. Now they can download this, they can do an inspection of their home, but there's a lot of safety tips that are on there. And if you do everything on that inspection checklist, you're probably going to prevent yourself from having a fire.
I bet you there's a lot of people may think their homes are probably fireproofed or fire safe, and I bet you there's some things that they never thought of, I imagine.
One of the common things this time of year is we're going to go through when you change your battery for daylight savings time. We have another campaign, change your battery when you change your clock. And smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, those batteries go dead. And you have to go through and change those. And you should vacuum out those detectors to make sure there's no dust in those.
Vacuum. I never thought of that. Good idea. One thing I've noticed having families, kids, I think, feel a little more safe because they learn about it in school, but you need to do it at home just so they, you know, they know what to do there too and feel a little bit better about what they can do, and mom and dad know what to do for them and things like that.
In many ways, it's Fire Prevention Month, and with our schools, we have a curriculum that we go out with preschool, kindergarten, first grade, third grade, and fifth grade, where we're teaching children about fire safety, and each year they learn something new, and the idea is we want to make them safe before they become adults.
And I've learned several things from my kids when they come home from school, so it does help. It makes a big difference. Now, Shawn, you are going to be telling us about the open house coming up. When is that open house?
The open house is going to be this coming Sunday, which is the 7th of October. It's going to run in conjunction with our annual chili feed. It kicks off at 4 o'clock, runs through 7 o'clock. It opens up the Owatonna Fire Station to the community, even the surrounding community, lets our people come in, see their fire department, meet their firefighters, and become, like Mike said, even more familiar with the Fire Prevention Week and the theme of 2 ways out.
Now, do you have any demonstrations that you give at all for this?
Yes, there's going to be one for sure demonstration on sprinkler systems.
Okay.
And there'll be some other public education throughout the building, as well as all of our fire trucks will be out in the street for people to take a look at. Let their kids or grandkids sit up in there and get to be a firefighter for a short amount of time.
And that's always fun for,
Yes.
for you too. Imagine
Absolutely.
have the kids come around and
Yep.
a little bit and all of that. How about, do you get a pretty good crowd coming down there?
Every year our numbers have grown.
Good.
Al's got some numbers he can share here momentarily with the chili feed, but we're averaging about 950 people over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, and that number keeps growing every year. It's a great event. It's well attended, it's well promoted, and again, just like always, we invite everyone to come down.
And we should mention that's not just for families, because in those, like my husband and myself, we no longer have kids at home, but it's a refresher course and learn things too that, you know, really does help, because you know, you can probably get complacent and forget about things, and it's a good reminder.
Yeah, everybody's welcome to come down to the fire station anytime if they have questions about fire safety or they just want to talk to firefighters. But this is a fun event because we have the chili, the soup, and you just can ask any questions you want and take all the time you want to talk about fire safety with our firefighters. So
you don't just have chili, you have soup in case someone...
That's correct. We also
now, do you have like a 5-alarm chili?
No, it's pretty basic chili. we try to meet everyone's needs. No, not at all.
So do people need tickets?
Yes, actually right now you can buy tickets from any firefighter, and we also have them at the station. Advance tickets are $6 and at the door they're $8.
And do you make the chili yourself or is it catered in?
Actually it's catered in. I work with Tori.
Okay, oh, it's
and
Tori's
he's
chili.
done
Okay.
it for the last probably 5-6 years for us. Does a fantastic job. That's one of the first questions that's asked is, who's doing your chili? I always tell them it's Tori, so that's a good selling point for us.
So naturally he does the soup too as well.
That's correct, he does.
And does he switch soup each year? Or
Nope, it's chili and wild rice.
And he does have.
Yes.
Now, you say you get the tickets in advance. Are there, can you get tickets at the door as well?
You can buy tickets at the door. They're $8 at the door, $6 in
So
advance.
if somebody doesn't know a firefighter, they can still
That's correct.
come
Yep.
down.
Yep.
And again, the times were from
4 to 7.
4 until 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of a small window for 900 and some people.
It's fast paced. It's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. It's just a great time. Everybody gets to visit. They get to see people they haven't seen for a while and interact with the firemen, and it's just great fun.
So with that many people, do you have enough seating room for people to sit in?
We can seat around 450 at a time currently in our station.
But
Is
that's
what we
half.
have. Yep. Yeah, that's about half of what we serve.
And you, I suppose, gentlemen do the serving and...
Well, last
clean
year,
up too, right?
We had 2 fire incidents going on during the chili feed, so we were a little bit thin.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So what happens?
Well, this event wouldn't get pulled off if it wasn't for wives, girlfriends, significant others,
Yeah.
sons, daughters. You know, it's truly a family event down there.
So you need, yes, help from, from everybody in your family.
And even past retirees. Yep, they'll step up and help out.
Good. So now, Mike, that is my next question. Just to review a little bit, with the dryness we've had this year and the extra heat, especially this past weekend, is the fire danger level pretty high in Steele County?
Yeah, in the state it's high. In many areas of the state they're experiencing drought conditions, and you'll see burning restrictions on and off throughout this dry season. But I think everybody has to realize, even though you're looking at burning restrictions, don't wait for somebody to go through and tell you shouldn't burn. When it's this dry and we have high wind conditions, it's extremely difficult not to have fires, and it's difficult for us to stop those fires. So people need to be extra safe right now when it's dry like this, and just think about it before they go through and make a decision to do any kind of burning.
And I've seen when I've been driving a cigarette butt flying out the window, and I want to go, oh, please.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Think a little bit, yeah, when it's so dry like this.
Yeah, and it's hard. A lot of people don't realize our fire department, we're a combination department. We have paid on call and full-time staff. But most of our firefighters have to leave work or leave their families to go through and fight fires or respond to emergencies. We do car accidents and rescue calls. So anything we can do to reduce those number of calls is important to us, because everybody wants to spend time doing fun things instead of fighting fires.
Just have to be very conscious of it at all times. So.
Yeah.
So one last time now, in case somebody just joined us, your open house in Chili Feed is coming up when?
It would be October 7th from 4 to 7.
Which is the Sunday.
Yep, and it's not going to conflict with the Vikings game, so plan for the Vikings to win and come down and enjoy chili at the fire station.
We take that into account every year.
Well, okay, I can see that. Yeah. So it's a noon game, not a 3 o'clock game.
That's correct.
Well, gentlemen, we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we wish you good weather. Of course, you don't want it really hot either. It should be pretty nice. Good weather and no fires.
It'll be chilly for
It'll be chilly for the chili feed and the soup feed. So, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
From the Owatonna Fire Department, we've had Mike Johnson, my own name and I'm getting it goofed up. Mike Johnson, Shawn Pfieffer, and Al Huff. We're going to take this break, and then when we come back, we're going to be out in the community to LTO. They have their fall play coming up, and we'll be talking with them right after this.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, Ann Plaskonko here from Senior Place. Senior Place has new hours. Mondays and Fridays we're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Participate in Zumba Gold, Bike Club, table tennis, computer classes, speakers, and much more. Don't forget the Senior Place Partnership Program with 39 businesses giving discounts and incentives with your Senior Place membership card. Membership is only $35 for the year, which comes to just $3 a month to be a member. Consider joining us today.
Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna invites you to the 10th Annual Women's Health Day. Celebrate the woman within. Saturday, October 13th from 7:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Holiday Inn and Suites. Listen to Dr. Matthew Camp, plastic surgeon, on the Total You. Learn from Ashley Noble about healthy diets throughout a woman's life. Wrap up with Renee Rongan, motivational speaker, and learn about the fundamentals of a female. Tickets are $5 each and will be on sale starting September 10th at the clinic on 26th Street. Thank you.
Do you know how to safely dispose of your expired or unused prescription and non-prescription medications? Not by flushing them down the toilet or putting them in the garbage. Doing so pollutes our rivers, streams, and drinking water supply. Take it to the box instead for safe, secure disposal. It's easy. Bring your unused medications in their original containers to the drop-off locations listed on the screen and drop them in the Take It to the Box drop box. Proper disposal of unwanted medications keeps them out of the hands of children and out of our environment. This is a message from the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
We are here at the Little Theater of Owatonna, and they are busy underway rehearsing for their fall production of the Dixie Swim Club, which is a comedy. And we have with us the director, Larry Ostermeier. Hello.
Great. Hi.
Now, we don't give anything away, but give us a little rundown of what the Dixie Swim Club is about. It sounds like it's going to be quite the funny play.
I'd be glad to. The Dixie Swim Club title doesn't tell too much, but it's basically a group of 5 ladies who swam in college together, and they get together as a reunion at a beach house in North Carolina every 5 years, or every year, excuse me, but we get to see them scene by scene in 5-year progressions. Okay. It's a story basically on friendships and just people that are together and aren't perfect, but know enough about each other to support them and to carry on through life. And it's very touching. I'm glad you mentioned a comedy because people will laugh. There's a lot of funny one-liners. If you've ever watched The Golden Girls on TV or something, it's very much like that, only middle-aged women. And a lot of zingers and funny comedy, but there's also some very touching moments. So a good play always has a little bit of everything, and this show does.
And what's the span of years that you're covering?
The ladies start in their mid-40s, and then, as I said, every 5 years. But the last scene, we go 20 years ahead of time, so they are in their mid to late 70s, and are kind of moving on in life. They're going to close the beach house up, and that's all I'll say about the ending.
So we learn about their life, all their life from the time they're in college all the way up to later in age.
You find out a lot about them. They're all characters.
Now, what made you decide to direct this particular play? What attracted you to it?
Well, we saw it up in the cities a few years ago, and my wife and I, both interested in theater, are always thinking what would Little Theater enjoy and what would the audience in Owatonna enjoy. And we both turned at each other and said, we have to do this play. So it's very popular right now. It's not a very old play. It's less than 10 years old. But many community theaters are producing it right now, and I think you'll see why if you come see the show.
Oh, can't wait. And now you don't just do this by yourself. We do have the tech director with, and that is a very busy job. And your name is?
Deb Seath.
Now, for someone who may not know, what is it that a tech director is? What are your duties as tech director? It's a big job, I know that.
We help the director, and we recruit some of the people to help with the play, and we work with the programs and the posters and the set design and painting and all the things that go on behind the scenes.
Now, have you done this before, or is this your first time at teching?
I've helped before with teching, but this is the first time I've done this on my own.
And how is it going for you?
I think pretty good, Larry. Yeah, you think pretty good? I think pretty good.
So what other plays have you worked on at LTO?
Oh my goodness, I guess I go back maybe 4 years now in some of the plays. I can't even think of them right off the top of my head. Charlotte's Web was one. A Glass Menagerie was another, just a variety.
Now, were you in any of those, or were you a part of the crew?
I am part of the crew. I am behind the stage, not on the stage.
You think you'll be out on the stage someday?
I like it behind the stage.
And that's a very important part as well of the play, is having someone behind the scenes, very important. So what is left to be done here? The set looks like it's pretty well taken care of. Anything left to do?
Well, what we're going to be working on now is the props and the timing of coming on stage, off stage, and seeing if we can't support our actors.
But it is a fun experience, isn't it?
I love it.
It is, yes.
Love it.
So this is the tech director, and we want to touch base with Larry one more time. I want to ask you, Larry, who are the cast members? We want to make sure we get their names in.
Okay. Well, Bev Cashman plays a very orderly. She's kind of the group mother of the group, and her name is Cherie in the play. We have let's see, I gotta think here. Gaylene Steckelberg is our lawyer. Kathy Purdie is kind of a flirt who loves men and has a string of relationships, but she's just doing a wonderful job as a flirt. And my wife, Odette Ostermeier, plays a part of a woman who has a befuddled family, but she, a teacher, will take any job and do anything to make her family work as best she can. And then finally, we have Sandy Hardy Hagen, who plays a very innocent, naive lady who starts out as a nun, but then has a twist in her life.
So it sounds like quite a variety of characters.
They are characters.
Why don't we first give the dates and the times of the play?
Great. Our shows are at 7:30 in the evenings, October 5th, 6th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. And then on October 7th, we have a matinee at 2 o'clock.
And that's Sunday.
Correct.
Well, break a leg, best of luck.
Thanks, can't
And
wait.
we want to talk with Gaylene Steckelberg. Now, your character was the lawyer, you said, right?
I am. I'm a very cynical but prestigious lawyer.
Now, in your in the play, are you married? Are you single?
I'm quite single, single, and have various emotions regarding that, but with no limit of advice from my swim sisters.
Now, what is it about this particular part that anything similar to you personally, or is it so different? Is that why you liked it?
I think it's a little different. I felt like it was a little step away from the typical character I am. I'm not naturally cynical, so that's been something I've kind of worked on. There might be those that disagree. I don't usually run around with a martini glass in my hand, so that's part of my character as well. So it's given me lots of opportunities to expand and try something new.
Now, you have been quite a veteran of LTO before. How many productions have you been in?
Oh, I've been in, I started my work with LTO in 1994 as the role of Golda and Fiddler on the Roof.
That's right.
And a few years ago, I joined a couple of the cast members here as a dancing nun in Nonsense Jamboree.
And you haven't looked back since then,
Not
have
at
you?
all, not at all. And in between, I was a witch, an
Oh,
auntie
wow.
witch. So there's been a little variety, and I've had an opportunity to do some technical work as well.
Well, good. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
And we do have another cast member. Hello, Bev.
Hello there.
And your character is?
I am Cherie, and the cottage that they're coming to is, I was going to say it's my cottage, but it really isn't, is it? I'm in charge of getting everything organized. I am organized. I make lists. I pack people's suitcases for them. I do.
So now, are you the level-headed one, the one that's, you said maternal, the one that kind of holds things
A
together?
little bit, yes, and I'm high energy and bouncy and yes.
So now, is your character married and had a big family?
My
that kind of
character
thing?
is married, and
Okay.
I have 2 children, and that's all I'm saying about that. But it is fun. It's wonderful.
So now, what can you relate to in the play?
Going through so many different life changes or life experiences with friends. You know,
Okay.
starting with being in college together and then setting up life with a husband or not, having children or not, and then all the things that happen to people in their lives. And every year we get together and catch up.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. And of course, you've been a veteran of the theater as well, many plays, but we don't want to forget Miss Flirt over here. And your character's name, Kathy, is?
I am Lexi.
Now, did you try out for that particular part? Did you see something there that you thought would be fun to play, or? I know you've done Marilyn Monroe.
Well, yes, I have. Yes, when I heard about this play, we got the script, looked at it, and yes, this part was kind of, yeah, it was good. Decided to audition.
And now, what do you find that's the most fun about this part in particular, since it is so far away from you totally?
Oh, absolutely. There is no stereotyping here at LTO whatsoever. Well, let's see. What do I like about her part? Or what? She's just a flirt. She's just out there. She loves men. She loves life. She just is having fun. She's kind of a little bit vain and frivolous, but she's not shallow. You know, she's
just let your hair down.
She just lets her hair down. Yes.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I think we're looking forward to a really entertaining play. And again, that's coming up beginning October 5th, 6th, 11th, and 12th, and the 13th at 7:30 p.m. and 2 o'clock matinee. Out here at the Little Theater of Owatonna for the Owatonna Today Show, I'm Betty Johnson.
And to that end, we are fixing to kick off our weekend. Come on, ladies, lift them up. The faster we swim, the sooner we win.
Hi, I'm Molly Tichenell, manager and personal trainer at Snap Fitness, your 24-hour fitness solution. Snap Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Here at the Owatonna Care Center, we strive to create an atmosphere of community and family. We have many family members who are highly involved in the care of their loved ones and the activities and events that are put on at the facility. There are many opportunities each month for families and residents to gather together for meals and various activities. We feel that it's important to make our residents feel like they are at home, whether they reside here long-term or they're here visiting for a short stay. We welcome community members to stop in at any time to be part of our community.
Hello, I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
In 2011, United Way funded programs provided services to over 10,000 Owatonna residents. For the second consecutive year, the vast majority needed help to meet their most basic needs: food, clothing, housing, and safety. United Way of Steele County is able to sustain a safety net of direct services, prepare our children for the future, and provide seniors with support to age in place due to the generosity of our community. Please make a donation to United Way again this year. Our neighbors are counting on us, and we are counting on you.
We are back, and we'd like to welcome back to the show Steele County Environmental Services as a supporter of the Owatonna Today Show. Several announcements we'd like to pass along. Coming up, Gordon Fredrickson will be doing 2 presentations at the History Center this Thursday, October 4th. The first will be the History Detectives Club at 6:30, and it will be based on the story of Farm Country Halloween. And the second will be to the general public at 7 p.m. in the Wenger Room of the History Center, which is located, if you haven't noticed, at 1700 Austin Road in Owatonna. And that performance will be based on the story A Farm Country Picnic. Again, that's coming up this Thursday at the History Center. And the Owatonna Care Center, along with Brookdale Senior Living, will be having Pie in the Park coming up Saturday, October 6th from 7 until 11, again in Owatonna's Central Park. And the Owatonna Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Promotions Committee and the Steele County Historical Society will have their 10th annual Harvest Fest held October 4th through the 6th. The Hometown Harvest Fest will feature 3 days of great shopping values and fun activities. The event will kick off on Thursday the 4th with businesses open late and offering special harvest values, including a 3-day sidewalk sale and refreshments. And you can see the scarecrows created by local merchants as you shop.
You can probably do one more.
Okay, we'll do one more. We have time for the Historical Society. We'll be hosting a cemetery walk, and that will be coming up on October 6th from 1 until 4 at Forest Hill Cemetery at 425 Mineral Springs Road in Owatonna. That is our show for today, Monday, October 1st. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back again on Wednesday. I'm Betty Johnson for the Owatonna Today Show.